Hi everyone, it's me Lisa from Lisa Knits and Vlogs. Well, it's day 3 of Lisa's knit race, and I am doing the garter stitch striped scarf. It's a beginner knitting. This is how it'll turn out. They're saying to use the Click Heaton Country 8-ply or Country Natural 8-ply, but I am using the Four Seasons Marvel 8-ply yarn that I get from Spotlight. I am doing the mans, which the width approximately centimeters is 16 centimeters, 180 centimeters in the length approximately. They're saying 5 balls at 50 grams, but my balls are 100 grams, so you don't use as much. The needles is a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle here in Australia, but a 7 in the UK. There's my tension, my special abbreviations that I need to follow, and then it's for abbreviations and more information on knitting techniques, please see checkeaton.com.au. Here's the pattern that I need to follow. 33 stitches. First row I knit, and then for 14 rows I slip the first one, knit, and then each row I always slip. There's the pattern. This is how I need to do this. On my sticky note, it has 33 stitches, 176 centimeters, 60 blocks in total. And the reason why it's in blocks, which I will show you now, it's how it comes up with the pattern. And this is how it is. Cast on 33 stitches, knit the first row. This is from rows 1 to 14. You always slip the first row, first stitch, knit. Slip the first stitch, knit. And this is where the blocks come in. Row 1, I slip the first stitch, knit. Second row, I slip the first stitch and purl. Row 3, I knit slip the first stitch, knit. Row 4, I slip and purl. And then rows 5 through 10, I always slip the first stitch and then knit. You're always slipping the first stitch on either end. And then this block I repeat all the way through. And that's what I've done. So, and the stitch markers are your best friend. So from here to here is day 1. From there to there is day 2. From there to there is day 3. So this is why I use the stitch marker, so then that way I can tell you exactly how many days it's taken me to do this. So far it's taken me 3 days to get from here. There's the first stitch marker, there's the second, and there's the third. That is what has taken me so far. Now, I am using the Four Seasons Marvel 8-ply, 100% acrylic, and it's 100 grams. I have used red. That was my first colour, was red. My second colour is sun gold. And now, my third colour is going to be black. And it is Made for Spotlight, Pty Ltd. That's the store I go to here in Australia for my yarn. www.spotlightstores.com. The care instructions go as: cool hand wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, dry flat in the shade, low iron, dry cleanable. 270 meters, 4mm needles, 4.5 or a 5mm needle. I'm using a 4.5, and your crocheting hooks will be the same, but it depends on your tension. So I have used red, sun gold, and now I'm up to using black. So these ones need to go back down there because you don't need to know about those ones anymore. So I am up to using the black, which is this one. I got it like this because of the way it came in. Now I'm going to show you the next stage that I am up to. Showing you how I need to add the black. So remember, our first stitch, we always slip, and then I knit this one, and I knit this one. They tell you to do the 3 stitches to start off with. And then I will put the needle in there. I grab my yarn. And then I wrap it around here, like so. Leave a long enough tail, like I have. Grab onto those 2, and then I knit. So then I knit all the way to the end, like I do with the first row of the new block. And this is the last colour I've got to do in this one. And then I've done the 3 colours with 20 blocks each. Remember, there's 60 blocks to every scarf of this, doing this one. And this is the last colour I have to do. Then that's it. And then I get on to the next one. I've already got the second scarf started with the red. And then I'll finish that one, and then I'll add the gold to that, and then the black. So then there'll be 2 colours of this one. And then what we do is, now we slip the first one, and now I'm purling back. That's what I'm doing now, which with row 2, I purl back. And that way, that's that row then done. And I write down the block from 1 to 10 on a bit of paper, and I mark it off as I go along each row that I do. I mark off. I'll show you in a minute once I've done my line, so you get to see what I'm doing. And I can show you that one too, to what I do. I always write down all my rows that I need to do. So in that way, when I put this down to go to bed, I know exactly where I'm up to when the next day comes. Now I'm up to where I had to join a new one. And then I purl this one. I pull that bit of black down. And then I purl the yellow to the end. So there you go. There's where I've joined them. And then also these in from here. Now, here's where I've written out my blocks, so I know I'm up to the black. So here's row 1 and row 2. I mark off row 1 and row 2. So then that way I know I've done those 2 rows. And then what I will do is I'll do the next 2 rows, so you get to see me do it again. So I always slip the first stitch. So then that way you get to see me do it again. And I knit this row. And I sew in my ends once I get a bit further up. Once I've, done about 4 blocks, and then I'll sew my ends in. The yellow one I can sew in because it will go down this way, but the black I need a bit more space to sew it in up the top. And then I can do the rest of this later, but I just wanted to show you how I had to do when I needed to join the new colour in. And you wouldn't even know when these tails get joined in, you wouldn't even know I had them there. And then that way these are done then. When my yarn needs to go, keep going. I'll just put him down there just for a minute to make it easier, so he's not sliding off. And then now I do this, I will slip the stitch again. I'll slip him off, and now I'll purl this one back. And then that is that. I purl this one back, and then I'll do the rows 5 through to 10 as the knit, but I'll do that the knit later, because I'll pick it up again later. I'll need to do this one later, and then that's that. So there you go. When I'm not losing my stitch. That's it. So there you go. That's how I joined the new colour. And then later on, these will be sewn in this way. So that's how I joined the colour. So I've done 3 days so far. And that colour will, they will be coloured, sewn in later. So I do hope you get the chance to like and comment. Give me a thumbs. So then that way, or a little love heart, so then I know you've been to visit. I do hope to see you soon on the YouTube streets. Oh, I'll show you my... Bye.